What's up guys, Brittany J here. Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see for today's video, I'm going to be recreating this look that I put right here on Instagram, which I call, I guess, my ho 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 Christmas look. And I posted this on Instagram and you guys completely went berserk. Like, people really loved it. They really wanted to see how I did it. So I decided to redo it today and film a tutorial for you guys so you can see how I got the look and what exactly I did. So if you're new here, please guys, please pause the video right here and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also that little notification bell. That way you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you're ready to see how I got this ho 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 Christmas look, then please keep on watching. So I zoomed way in just so you guys can really see the detail that I'm going to put on this eye look. And I already went ahead and prepped my eye with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which is the one that I like using with this palette since, you know, concealer isn't recommended. And the first shade that I'm going to go ahead and dip into, oh, and my palette is a absolute mess because within the first week of me even having this palette, I decided to let my kids get into it. So we have lost some soldiers down here. I've lost Hello, and I think this one's called Guac. I mean, the rest of it's still okay, so it's not that big a deal, but yeah, so it sucks even showing this on camera because I'm really sad about that. But moving on, the first shade that I'm going to go into is the dark green down here. I believe this one is called Daddy, and I'm going to use my M433 brush and put that into the crease and kind of fan it out upwards into the transition area as well. So first I'm just patting it in, pat, 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 pat. And once it's all patted in where I want it to go, I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. So to blend it out, I'm using windshield wiper motions and also little small circular motions as well. And sorry for my backdrop doing all the moving around. I have the fan on in here because wearing a wig and a beanie indoors is so fucking hot. I'm like, I already want to snatch it off. So I'm just blending this out. There isn't really a good transition shade that I wanted to use for this, so I just kind of kept blending it out until it was in the transition area on its own. Now the next shade I'm going to go ahead and dip into is the matte black over here called Spooky, and I'm going to use that to deepen up that crease and blend it in with Daddy. So I'm just placing that right in the crease right here and just blending that out. Again, windshield wiper and circular motions at the same time. I freaking love Christmas, so I'm hoping I can do like more Christmassy looks because Christmas is just so freaking fun. Like, seriously, it's probably like my favorite holiday, so I'm going to definitely try and go hard with the Christmas looks, but we'll see if it actually works out that way. And then I'm just bringing that also onto the outer V. Now I didn't want this look to be like too black, so I went ahead and went back in with the shade Daddy and went over the black again. Now to go ahead and cut my crease, I'm going to go ahead and take my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to take a flat synthetic brush like this and go ahead and cut my crease all the way across. I like doing this looking down with the mirror way below, so that way I can just see my whole crease and just get right in there like so. And then to fill in the space in the cut crease, I actually grabbed the lighter green shade in the palette, Social Blade, and I'm going to, can you focus, bitch? I'm going to put that right over the concealer. And since I'm working on top of concealer now, I definitely don't want to like swipe. I just want to dab, 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 dab. It's really not like essential that this is all on perfectly covered and no mistakes or anything like that because I'm just covering it up with glitter anyways, but I want the glitter to have something to stick to, so a lighter green felt like it would make the most sense. Now the next step is definitely something a lot different than what I would normally do. So normally in order to do a wing, I would just take the liner, which I grabbed the Urban Decay Razor Sharp liner in the shade Bump, and normally I would just swipe it on, do a wing, but I really wanted the wing to stand out and be super white, so I actually decided to cut where the wing would go with concealer. So I'm going to explain that just by doing it. So I'm going to grab the Shape Tape and the flat brush again, and I'm going to start tracing out where that wing will go. So it's obviously going to go all the way across the lid, and I wanted it to be fairly thick. So I'm basically doing a concealer wing first to kind of lay out where that white wing is going to go. And I just got it in my wig. All right, so now that I have my little concealer wing going on, I'm going to set it with the white eyeshadow in the palette. I forgot what this one is called, but this one right here, I think it's called Flashback. That would make the most sense. I think that's the one that's called Flashback, or Mary. I don't know, the white one, the white one. I'm gonna go ahead and set that concealer wing with the white shadow. So that way when I do put the eyeliner on top, it will go on smoothly. And I'm gonna clean up this excess in a second, but for now. Now with that same flat top brush, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm gonna apply that over that light green area that I just put on. So putting the glitter glue here, only on the green, avoiding the concealer wing. And then once the glitter glue is on, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my favorite glitter palette, my Jolie Beauty Bomb.com glitter palette, and I'm gonna take this green shade over here. It's got green and like flecks of gold, and I'm gonna place that over the glitter glue. So I'm just patting that on in that area that I just put the glue down. Oh, I love that glitter. Look at it, just changed everything. And then now we get to actually lining the wings. So I'm gonna take this Urban Decay Razor Sharp liquid liner in the shade Bump. It's the absolute whitest white liquid liner that I've ever used. Like, the NYX one cracks to shit. I've used Drug Lord, which is okay, from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, but this is like literally everything. So you're gonna see how pigmented and white this girl gets. Just like, oh yes. Yes, queen! So like I said, I'm just applying that over where I set that concealer down. And then I'm gonna go ahead and now clean up the underside to make it more on point. See, some of y'all be trying to play me like,
oh, the white is edited. It's not that white.
Bitch, it's that white. So I went ahead and cleaned up the edge. I mean, it'll all come together when the rest of my face is done, but it's okay for now. And I'm going ahead and add the candy cane stripes. So the brush that I used to do the stripes is actually just an old brush from one of the NYX Vivid Brights eyeliners that's been cleaned off because it has that nice little fine point on it. It's from the orange shade. And I'm going to go ahead and take my Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lip in Redrum to apply those candy cane stripes. I didn't want them to be like vertical stripes. I wanted them to be like diagonal. So you'll see what I mean. So yeah, little diagonal stripe, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to do some more. So now that we have the candy cane stripes in place, I'm not sure if it was noticeable on Instagram, but I actually had glitter going across the red lines. So again, I used the Jolie Beauty Bomb.com palette. This is the red I used over here. It's actually more like an orangey red, so I don't know if that is like okay, but it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some more glitter glue across each red stripe and then attach the glitter as well. And just like I did the first time, I made a complete mess underneath. So again, I'm gonna clean that all up when I do my foundation. So that's actually what I'm gonna do now at this point. So you see it come together. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera and the rest of my base, and I'll come back for the lower lash line. So for the lower lash line, all I did was grab the red shade in the palette, which is like the pure matte red called You're Kidding right here. And I'm gonna use that one solid color just to sweep all the way underneath this lower lash line and tie it all in together. So I'm gonna move this horsehair and go ahead and grab a brush and dust that along the line. And then once that's all nicely diffused on the lower lash line, I'm going to grab a more precise brush and grab that same red shade and put it just right up against the lash line so it really deepens that up right against the lash line. So I went ahead and added some lower lash mascara to really tie it all in together. And then for the inner corner snowflakes, I just want to let you guys know I did not draw those on. Like, I am not there yet. So those are actually from these little stencils that I got here at Michael's. So I grabbed the smallest ones and they're stickers, so I just stuck them in the inner corner like this. like that. That's it. So no, I did not draw those on. I wish. So this is the look all complete. This is my ho 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 Christmas look. I don't really know what to call it, but this is how it all turned out, as you guys saw on Instagram. So I really hope that this tutorial was informative for you and it helped you and that you guys can recreate it, because I know a few people said, I really want to recreate this. So if you do, please tag me, because that'll make me so happy and I would love that. So with that being said, if you did like this video, please go ahead and give it a big fat thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. I'd love for you guys to join the family, and if you don't already, please go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My handle is just bjaymakeup, spelled out like this. And until next time, bye guys. What's up guys, Brittany J here. Welcome back to my channel. Mess, because with so I'm gonna go ahead and consent my consent. God damn you, dumb bitch. Now with the flat synthetic brush again, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which this is not shadow insurance. The tidings we bring to you and your kin. So now that we have the candy cane stripes in place, I'm not sure if it was noticeable on Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some more glitter glue.